Hey, everybody. Here's a little update. We are going to be taking Christmas off. Yes, we have earned ourselves a couple presents, maybe even a piece of coal here and there. Who knows? Anyway, that's what we're doing. And you can vent about it if you want. But fortunately, for all of our fellow venters and vent listeners, we will be back a week later on December 30th. So if that upsets you, tell us all about it. If it doesn't, good. We'll see you anyway.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Ventthis. Here we are. I'm with Paul and it's me. And we've got a really exciting podcast today. We've got vents about road rage, a girl dad in distress, and a drone attack. And they're really pretty gripping. But I think Paul has something, some kind of a story or he has his own vent.
Oh,
Let's
listen,
hear it, Paul. Lay it on us.
I have a day event, a full day. First, I start off. Today's the first day of a new job and a job I like. Do you know how hard it is to have a job you like? We all do jobs for money. I like this job. First
Right.
day, I wake up at 8:05, 8:06 to a chime in my ear, and it's my boss asking me if I'm going to join.
Oh no, you're late.
My appointment on the calendar was from 4 to 6 p.m. I knew I had a team meeting at 4 p.m. Guess what? When I started my Google account for the company, it defaulted my calendar to Greenwich Mean Time.
Oh no.
Yes, it's called like Universal Time Zero or something like this. I was at 0 hours. So I was an 8 hour difference. So, of course, I'm like, yep, I have to rush around the house. I sleep in a t-shirt. I threw a sport coat over it to try to look professional. I'm just pushing my hair to the side. I almost put on my Red Sox hat. I'm like, I cannot. It's a group call with other new hires. I had to grab my computer. I had to just, I had no time for anything. I had to use the bathroom so bad. I had to sit for 2 hours, couldn't move. Forgot to turn on the light in the office. So it was a little dark behind me. I looked like a friggin' jerk. And then I had to tell these people, I'm the oldest one in the group. I'm the oldest one. And I had to tell them that I didn't realize my calendar was set to the wrong time zone. I sounded like Joey Boomer over here. You know, I just sound like such a jerk. So anyway, I'm uncomfortable for 2 hours. Uncomfortable. I'm what a bad impression to start.
Yeah.
Afterward, I went out to the car. I had to run over to Staples to print something. As I'm driving, I got that little indicator on my dash that my tire pressure was off.
Ah,
I said, well, that's not good. It's never good. I get out, I set the gauge. One tire is at 22. All the other ones are at 33. One tire is down. Why? Because I pull up to the gas station. Got a screw.
oh
Got a
God.
screw in my tire. Now check this out. Actually, before I even go to the gas station, I remember, I have a pump in Chelsea's car. I have an electric pump a buddy gave me. I plug in the electric pump into my cigarette lighter and I'm so good. I'm like, here we go. I got my own solution. And it fills for like a second, then it stops. And I realized, why did it stop filling right? Because the little needle in the hose that pushes the needle in your tire stem so that the air will go, it broke off.
Oh God.
Come on. Come on.
No.
How many things are going to go wrong? How many things are going to go wrong? I come back. It turns out the paper that I went to go get printed at Staples, I needed two different copies of it, and I only did one. So I wasted that time. And then after all day of just feeling stressed and uncomfortable because my day started out on the wrong foot, then I go to switch and put in I switched my internet here at home because I want to make sure we had a good connection for our streams. And what happens? I paid for this expensive router, this Wi-Fi router, and it's better than what you usually get from Spectrum, but it's the same brand. So it's a great brand. Netgear, by the way, Netgear. Do not buy Netgear. Chrissy, I was on the phone with tech support in India. I hung up at an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh no, I want to cry.
Hung up. I
No.
went through over and over and over. He kept telling me the same things to do over and over again. Chelsea's texting me from the other room. Get a different guy. This isn't your guy. I'm telling him. I said, look, man, I got a good enough traffic out in front of my apartment. Maybe I just end all my problems. And he has no sense of humor. He's not getting it. I'm yelling swears after a while, not at him. He goes, "Sir, we have to keep this a professional environment." I go, "No, no, no, no. You're in a professional environment. I'm in hell. I'm in hell. I'm not swearing at you. You're not swearing back. I'm allowed to swear in my living room. And if it just happens to carry over, maybe your company should keep that in mind and make a better goddamn product."
Oh my. Wait. Were you fired?
No, no, no,
You
no,
were
no,
late, you had all these problems?
no. But
Thank God.
I haven't had a chance to look for tires because my car actually does need tires. So it's not the worst, but I need four tires. So I got to like tire shop. I can't just take it in to get a repair. I need to tire shop. It'll probably be flat by tomorrow. I just want this day to be over. I've had like coffee jitters all day. I've just been uncomfortable all day.
Uh,
I didn't eat anything that
you,
settled right. I didn't have any good food today. It's just been shit on shit on shit.
you know what the problem too is? It's so hard to get out of that mood.
Oh,
Something really good has to happen for you to go, all right, I can put that away. But nothing
yeah.
happened that was good.
Not really.
You had a bad day.
I ordered a couple new frying pans. They came, but even then, I don't think they have the surface I was looking for. I don't even think it's.
Ah,
I'll know tomorrow. On our next episode, I'll update. Did the frying pans work? Because we should do an event one day, not now. We should do an event about how non-stick is non-real.
for
There's no
sure.
such thing as non-stick.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. It's.
I
We'll
wish
come back to that.
we should do a show where we can prove that these nonstick frying pans don't work, but we
Brand new
can't.
pans.
I know.
Brand new pans.
I'm with you, buddy.
But
I'm with
I'll
you.
tell you what's going to be awkward. These pans, the ones I ordered, Tefal, they've
Yeah.
got this platinum graded surface on the top. Platinum. Yeah, right. I mean, it costs $35 on Amazon. I'm sure it's a lot of platinum. But my aunt, when I visited New Hampshire in August, she had these pans and they were incredibly good. They were really, really good. And she didn't even take care of her pans. I mean, she doesn't throw them around the house, but I mean, she wasn't like cautious with them. She just used them like pans and they were great. So I'm really excited. Like maybe these are the pans. But I thought she's got a really nice house. I thought she had super expensive pans. These are just
But
bullshit.
Paul, I bet you her pans are old. They can't be
Yes.
new. They are. You see, my mother had pans that were 50 years old. They looked new. She washed them by hand,
Oh,
and they're 50 years old.
oh,
Today, after, I don't know, maybe 25, 30, 100 uses, they fall
thousands,
apart. I know.
thousands of uses.
And then they fall apart. It's not, well, the new old ones, yeah, but the new ones, no, I'm
Junk,
with you. Yeah,
junk.
junk. Yeah,
We'll know
T-fall,
tomorrow.
Schmee-fall. Yeah, forget about it. I'm with you.
So
All
there's
right.
my day. I'm really looking forward to sleeping tonight. I want to shake it off. I hopefully tomorrow's a better day.
Okay, I hope
But
so
if there's
too.
any better mood for walking to a venting podcast,
This is
I'm in
it.
vent mode.
Yeah.
I'm ready to vent, Chrissy.
I can see you're gonna tear somebody apart. Well, you're
What what
stressing
do
me out. Yeah.
what what do the people have for us? What did they
Oh
load
yeah.
us up with? We have some good ammunition.
Yeah, you know what? Let's hear Loretta. Darn it. Go, Loretta.
Do you know why there is road rage? Because of the people who sit behind you at a traffic light and hit the horn 1 second after the light turns green. What idiots! I'm waiting to go as well, but some idiots want to hit the horn and upset the rest of us. Get a life.
Oh, you know something? This is really a tie-in to you, Paul, for your
Oh,
event
okay.
because you can wake up in the best mood. You have your coffee, you're smelling it, you're getting dressed, maybe you're listening to music, you're on time, things are going well. Now you're in your car, you're going to work, you're at a light, and some jackass, a nanosecond after the light turns green, hits his horn.
Yeah,
Now your day is ruined.
yeah, I
It's
agree.
I mean, I'm not road rage, type A personality, but I'll tell you, when the minute I hit that horn, I look at my rearview mirror. I'm like, really? You don't think I want to move too? So
I think you're more. I think you're lower. I think you're more lowercase a than you are capital B, Chrissy.
maybe,
I think there's
maybe.
an A in you.
Okay, that's
I think
possible.
you had your arms out like
I
this.
know.
You had your arms out in like preacher style.
Yeah.
You were what do they call that? You were testifying. You were
Yeah.
testifying, Chrissy.
Exactly. But you get it, right? You understand what I'm talking about?
I do. No, 100%. And
Yeah.
I've yelled choice words. I
Yeah.
give a reaction in the rear view. I will say this though, in my opinion, I will say this because I've also been the honker, not just the honky. Does that sound wrong? Especially after a reference to testify. I don't know. I've been the honker.
Yeah.
And I think it's in the delivery. I think it's in the delivery. I think if you have down the quick rhythmic tap tap, just a little tap tap, just a little toot, just a little toot, just a soft a little kind of like picture the back of your fingers,
Yeah.
just tapping someone in the
Definitely.
back, like in the butt. You know what I mean? Like someone, your wife, your husband, just a little, okay, just moving along, no big deal. Gotcha. I was texting, I gotcha. But if it's a honk,
Yeah.
okay, then you know what? Now we put it in park and we have a shootout and we both die today. That's where it goes. That's where it goes.
I mean,
You know
that's
what?
what goes through your head for
I
sure.
didn't want to go to work either. You don't like where you're going. I can tell by your honk. I
Yeah.
don't like what I'm hearing from you. And you know what? Let's just end it. Let's just it's
Yeah. It,
it's
it,
all in the
people,
toot.
it's the, yeah, it's that once that horn is on for more than, let's say, a second, now
Yeah.
it becomes,
Yeah.
rage. A toot toot
Oh,
is like beep beep, but when it's you're like, okay, that's it. That's it. Really? What's your problem? Yeah.
I did notice, as I mentioned earlier, I was in New Hampshire for the month of August. No beeps.
What do you mean?
There were no beeping. There was no beeping in New Hampshire because you
No
know what?
Hampshire is a no beep zone.
No, just good people. Just
Oh
good
yeah.
people with decent lives. And this is my point. Whoever wrote in this vent, we are connecting with them
100.
entirely. We get it. We've experienced it. We've been there. We know what this vent's about and we feel it. We
We're,
agree.
we're related to you.
But we also know that this person wrote into us from a city. They wrote
Probably.
into us from a
Yep.
metropolitan area.
100%.
Yeah.
Because if you go into the country, you're right. You don't hear horns.
People don't care. You know
I
what?
know.
You notice the guy in front of you doesn't go for a minute. You give him, I bet I probably saw and also succumbed to happily a 7 to 8 second leeway.
Mm-hmm.
People in the country, you don't go for 5 seconds. You're like, well, I'll let him finish what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
They just let you, they're just like, well, hey, we all drink coffee. Don't want him to burn himself.
Right.
Take your time, buddy. We'll get there.
Now, you know what, Paul?
It's like you don't own a horn.
I'll tell you the difference, though. You can always tell the person in front of you who's on their cell phone, maybe texting. You
Yeah.
can kind of look at them when they're looking down, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, if they don't move a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, that starts to, you're like,
Yeah.
really, the light's green. It's going to turn red in 2 seconds. That couldn't qualify for a long, not a toot toot, but a little longer beep. But if they're, but if you take off, the minute the light turns green, and they beep, that's when I get nuts. That's,
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
anyway,
yeah. Oh, you're saying, yeah, the ones who just didn't even,
right,
it wasn't even justified in any
exactly.
environment. Like even in the city, people would be like, dude, come on. Jesus, it just turned. It
Yeah,
just turned. But you know what? People are nuts, Chrissy. I got to
I
tell you,
know.
I came out here and I would get into road rage. I'd yell at people. I'd pull up to them, I'd yell at them. When I was a younger kid, a couple times I opened the door like a jerk. But as time's gone on, people carry guns.
You can't do it.
You can't do it.
You can't
You
do it.
can't do it.
You got to
can't. I
suck it
mean,
up.
and the only time you can do it is if you get a really good look at who you're going to lay on the horn for, and then you realize that you're just being a bully of your own because you wouldn't do it to someone you were afraid was
Yeah,
tougher than you. You know what I mean? Now you're just going in on someone because you feel the upper hand. So at that point, cut it out.
yeah,
It's not even raw emotion at that point. Now it's like
yeah,
you've thought about it, you've qualified it, and you're still just what? Let it go.
yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. Paul and I, whoever you out there, venter, car horn, venter, we agree with you. We commiserate with you. We've been there. It's not right. Just not right. We're with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Should we go to the next one?
Yeah, because just I'm realizing there's really no advice for us to offer here because they're the BP.
Yeah.
We can't be like, hey, you know what? Just let people hang for a minute. You'll feel better about yourself. Just give yourself that kind. You know what I mean? Like you can't have some kind of altruistic, just lay off on the two. This isn't the person who's mad that the person in front of him doesn't go.
Yeah.
This is you're just the one getting beeped at. So I guess, just deal with it.
Thank God we're not driving at this moment because I'd start
Oh,
beeping my horn right now. I'm getting so pissed off.
and we're so worked up, we'd probably sit at a green for a minute too.
Yeah.
We'd do both.
Yeah.
We'd
All
do
right.
both.
Let's hear the next Ven. Loretta, she's over us. Hit it.
My daughter cannot release her cell phone from her hand. I hear her in the bathroom and still on the phone. Really? You can't put your cell phone down for 3 minutes while going to the bathroom? How crucial is it that you have to know everything every second? Can you guys tell me if you have this problem and what a dad can do to break this? Her dog doesn't get this much attention, and she claims she is her soulmate. I am a dad in distress. Uh,
Oh, I can't agree more. Do we understand? Yeah, we understand. But I mean, this guy's talking about his daughter. She's probably a teenager, and we're over here very much adults, very much adults. Chrissy's waving her phone. I'm realizing, do you know, I'm on my phone so much. I used to smoke cigarettes and I loved it. I loved it. It was only because it was unhealthy that I quit, but I loved the cigarettes. And that's a habit. That's a habit. It's a routine. At the end of certain things, you would just go for a cigarette after a meal, before a meal, blah, blah, blah. I grab my phone the same way that I would grab a pack of cigarettes. It's just like that. It's the same thing. And I've noticed it. I open it almost the same way I would open a Zippo lighter. And
Addiction.
it's addiction. And Chelsea will comment. There are times where he was saying, like, didn't he say in the bathroom he could hear it or something?
Yeah.
There are times I'll be in the bathroom looking on my phone and I'll know because like a sound came on that it's going to catch Chelsea's ear and she's going to be like, oh, there he is again. There he is again. He's addicted to that goddamn phone. And I am. I've tried to curb it. I'm trying to dial it back. I can't even say it. I said dial. Dial. I'm trying to dial it back. I'm so addicted. I can't even quit talking about my phone. I can't hang up the habit
But
without
Paul,
using the vernacular.
do you have FOMO? You know what
Phone
that is?
mo.
Yeah.
How about phone mo? Did we just make a new term? Do you have
Oh,
phone mo? Do you have
that's
fear of missing
genius.
out of things on the phone?
Right
Phone
on,
mo.
brother. That's great. That's what it is. We have FOMO.
It's phone mo.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. You have it.
We
You
can't get
have
off
it.
the phone for fear of missing out of that which
Yeah.
comes from the phone. Phone mo.
You know, this guy, the dad, if I were to give him a solution, if he's listening, hopefully he will, I would say, okay, my daughter, you want to be stuck with your phone? Then every time we communicate, just text me. And and when I want to communicate with you, I'm going to say, I just gave you a hug. Good night. If all she
Wow.
is
Wow.
communicating through the phone, then
Wow.
that's the way to tell her, hey, that's the way we're going to do it. Good morning,
Wow.
gotta go. And you never really have physical contact. If she can't handle it, God willing, I hope she can, then let them talk. But I mean, to be so addicted, and I hear it in you, Paul,
Yeah.
it's an appendage.
It's
Come
an
on,
appendage.
what's so important that you can't put this down?
You don't have to have done drugs. I've done drugs. You don't have to have done drugs to know what it feels like when a drug is running out and you get that little panic for a moment. Do we have any more for when this runs out? It's that same feeling when you look down at your phone and you're at like 17%
Oh gosh.
and you don't have a charger. That's 3 a.m. Coke is almost gone. Your dealer doesn't answer the phone at this hour. Even he told you to go to bed. And you have that cold sweat. I don't have a charger. I'm not near some place I can plug it in. It's gonna run out. My phone will die. and I will be off the grid for some period of time. Oh, it's the same feeling.
Yeah,
It's
I
this.
can. What do you like when you see like 5%? I tell Chelsea to leave the house. You're gonna go insane with 5%. You know it's gonna go away.
You know the worst part about 5%? It's not even real. It's not even real. Once you get into single digits, we've all been there. You're like, oh, I have 7%. I can get there. I know how long it took me to get from 15 to 7, which was faster than from 25 to 15. You know, it starts to go faster and faster. Once you're down to around 8, 7, 6, it'll just shut off. You won't
Paul,
even get to 4 or 3 or 2. It's just gone out. It's just out.
you need phone mo therapy.
Phone mo therapy.
Yes, you need to be able to wean off your phone. This is
Phone mo, no mo.
yeah, FOMO NOMO. That's you. You need that.
I need that. I need no mo, the phone mo.
Yeah, you need to call Dr. Phono
Jojo.
Nomo. Yeah. And figure out your jam there, buddy. That's a problem.
Chrissy, do you know how bad my phone mo is? My eyes hurt.
Oh my God. This is serious. This is Chelsea has to hide the phone.
It's like if I would guess, I think I saw one time, probably on my phone, that like your corneas can like become conical. That they become like convex. I think my corneas, you know, like in the old Tom and Jerry cartoons when their eyes would go like out of their head.
Yeah.
It's like that. I think my eyes are like trying to meld with the screen, trying to bond, just get me more. Again, a Coke reference at the end of the night when you lick the bag because the bag is empty, you're just licking the bag. I'm doing that to my screen with my eyes.
Jesus.
I'm doing the licking of the bag. I do everything that's wrong. I look at my phone in the dark. I look at it when I first wake up. I look at it when I'm falling asleep. Everything that's wrong.
Do
And I
you
value
know
my eyes like my legs.
do you know Apple, all these people who have access to your data, you are an open book to the world now because you cannot put your phone down, dude. Everybody knows about you.
You know what though? All right, to that effect, I will secede. I will give into that though, because I actually, as much as I'm a tinfoil hat, what are they trying to do to me? What are they trying to get? What is Big Brother trying to figure out?
Yeah.
I also love technology and I love algorithmic advantage. I'm hoping this is like a lawnmower man sort of thing where I'm becoming like exponentially smarter and it's like if you get into like a terminal velocity with the algorithm and it figures out what you want and it's right and you keep wanting it, then maybe it's like a harmonious synchrony of some kind, where I could have this super knowledge and I don't know, take over the
Paul,
world.
have you ever heard of the magnetic fields that come out of phones? By the time you're 50, you're going to have soup for a brain because
Oh,
that's right. Because all those fields are going into your ears. And even if you switch it back and forth, you're pretty soon it's going to be oozing out of your earlobes. You're going to have no brain. You got to think about that, dude. That's crazy. Those
you
magnetic,
know,
there's proven data that you're going to be, you know, I don't know what the terminology is at that point, but you're gonna have a problem. You
I
gotta,
hope
you're gonna be like, you're gonna have to go like this, chain your hand to the desk or do something, put that phone away to break that habit.
I when the day comes
You're sweating.
that a good friend of yours tells you that you got a problem and you got to quit, and you look down and her Zoom name is Meatloaf, and you know she's right. When a woman named Meatloaf tells you you got a problem and you know she's right, that's kind of the day.
Yeah.
What do I
Meatloaf
do?
smooth.
What do I do, Chrissy? I'm lost. I'm a babe in the woods.
To
I got
be,
nothing.
we gotta call Dr. Phone No Mono and find that doctor and I'll help you out.
He sounds
And until then,
Japanese.
yeah,
Dr.
until then,
Fomonomo.
we're gonna
Oh, Fomonomo.
yeah. Well, we'll try to figure that out, but then move on. Should we,
But we
can I wean you
yes.
off of this to get to the next vent?
Yes, but for consolation to the father who wrote in, we hear you.
Yeah. We
And I'll
feel
tell you,
you.
for another time, I don't want to go down this road, but you know why it's hard for the dad? because in order to get someone to quit a habit, you often have to give them a better one. And he's trying. He's trying with the hugs, it sounds like. Or maybe that was that him saying like no more hugs? Or was that you?
That was me. That was in
Yeah, I think you're
texting.
right. You're trying to win with love. And
Well,
I think
no,
that's the right.
I'm trying not to have any contact. I'm saying if you want to be attached to your phone that badly, then from now on, I'm never going to talk to you. We're going to just do everything to text. I'm hugging you, honey. Do you feel it? I'm going out to, work. I'll see you later. Hope you have a good day. All in text. No physical contact.
But it's not, it's like a reverse psychology. Like you're hoping that the lack of human touch and human affection will like crack her habit. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, you're right, Dad. I was missing out on human touch,
Touch.
the love of my father, a hug, oh my
Yeah.
God, you're right. But I think he's only going to come to the solution that she'll make sure she's somewhat, involved. But then he's going to realize, I think one day, God, what is it she's so into? And then he's going to get on his phone. He's going to see what she's so into, and he's going to get into an algorithm, and he too will join the matrix.
Oh, no. Let's
Oh
hope not,
yeah.
God willing. All right.
Oh God.
Well, this is to be continued. So,
TBC.
Paul's saga, we'll figure it out.
I need help.
Okay, not now. Next vent.
My neighbor bought a small drone for his kids. Jesus Christ, this annoying thing just flies all over the neighborhood. When I see it over my house, I'm going to drop my pants and show him my ass. That's what I think of his toy.
Jeez.
Hmm.
Okay. You know what? If you're going to drop your ass, Mr. Venter, just say on your ass, get the hell out of my neighborhood. Just have it painted on your butt. When you drop your pants, get out of my face, get out of my yard. Let him read it, let him see it, and be proud. If you're going to drop your
Yeah.
pants, put something on your cheeks so he can read it.
Yeah. A
What do you think?
bullseye.
A bullseye.
Yeah. That's what
That's
you should do. You should
perfect.
draw like concurring
That's great.
circles, red and white circles, just like a target. You know what? If he doesn't want to draw them, he could just go to Target and get a Target bag and cut out the logo and just tape it to his ass with a just cut the middle
Yeah.
out so they really get the idea.
Yeah.
Here's the bullseye.
Yeah.
I hear you. You know what? If this drone were going over my house, yeah, I would have a problem. I'd go talk to the neighbor. I would this I don't get. I really don't get it. I can get how anybody could get sucked into the internet. You can see new videos and new entertainment at all times. A drone is just going to give you new angles on stuff that you're near anyway.
Right.
What's the infatuation?
I don't know. We had a event like this once before, where the guy was at his pool and he's like bathing in the nude in his own backyard at his pool, and the drone kept flying over. And we told him, the venter, hey, you know what? You get a drone and have drone fights, or shoot it down, or do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think this is going to become a problem. People love playing with these things. I don't want a drone over my house. There's just no way. Because they
You know
have
what he
cameras, they
needs?
can see everything. Yeah.
You know what he needs to? I think he needs to hire a falconer.
What's that?
A falconer?
No.
Gary, does Gary know what a falconer? He does. A falconer is someone who's chosen to take a significant portion of their life training a falcon to
Oh.
land on their forearm and then go out and chase whatever the hell it is that a falconer
Nice.
teaches the bird to chase. And then the bird comes back to the forearm. I think you train a falcon to chase drones, and I doubt your neighbor can afford a drone that can outwit a falcon.
Nice.
And then you probably only have to hire the falconer one time, I would imagine. I think it's a one time. Daddy, my drone. Well, what happened? A falcon tore it from the sky with its talons and crushed it.
Where the hell do you buy a falcon?
Well, no. You don't have to buy your own falcon. That would be a
Oh.
whole long ordeal. You have to become friends with a falconer. You probably have to hire
Oh.
this person for some significant amount of money. I went to an LAFC, the soccer team here in LA. I don't know if it's big in the Mexican community. or if it's a soccer thing, I don't know, but they had a falconer before the soccer game. Very strong Mexican turnout for the game. Great, fantastic. But they had this falcon show. It was a falcon show, and he would do
Wow.
all this wild stuff, and the falconer would throw this thing, and then the bird would go catch it, and people would ooh and ah. And I'll tell you, if you can find a Mexican dude with a falcon, he'd probably get a good deal too. I think these people are probably pretty reasonable.
Are they
And
big?
if you could befriend the falconer, let him know, this isn't just a for hire. This is a personal vendetta you've got. Maybe he'd side with you and just do it on a Saturday for
Pay him.
lunch and a high five.
But Paul, are falcons big birds? I have no idea. I've never seen a falcon.
Plenty big
Are they
enough.
scary enough?
I'll tell you, any drone would quake in its batteries if it
Okay.
saw a falcon coming its way. Yeah,
All right. That's
yeah,
cool. I like that idea.
I think so.
All right.
Is that a solution?
Yeah, of course it is.
Give a solution.
Of course it is. Should we
Yes.
go to the comments?
Let's hear what people think of us.
Yeah, this is good. All right. Here's comment number 1. I heard the vent about 2 people playing footsies, under the table, and they weren't married to each other, but they were married to other people.
Huh.
Man, if I saw that, I would call them out and see how it would play out. You got to nip that stuff in the bud. Whoa, that's a fight waiting to happen right there. But whatever.
It's not going to go your way.
Yeah,
It's not. I get it. That's a good person with good morals, and they want a good society. They want to live in a good society where there's a social appreciation for mores, if you will, like just that we're all in the up. That's going to blow up in your face.
totally.
You know why? Because now it's 2-on-1. Those people are together
Yeah,
and no one's with you. No one's with you.
it's not going to end well. Do not do it. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I mean, maybe if you were with one of the spouses at that time, but then you have nothing to do. Then the spouse either steps in or they don't. There's just no place.
Yeah.
It sucks. I'm with the guy. I'm with him. I would
Vent-
want to, but
Leave it alone.
I think jump in. Just slip in a third foot and just be like, "Hey, you guys aren't supposed to be doing what you're doing.
You want some company?
You want some company over? Huh?
I
Maybe
got my
we make this meal
I got a little dessert happening right here. All right, comment number 2. Oh, I don't think you saw this one, Paul. You weren't with us, but that vent about a body part cake that everyone was laughing. A body part. Yeah, it's gross to bring out a cake that looks like a penis. What the hell? Yeah, we had a vent about somebody who had a birthday cake for her husband, and the cake was literally shaped like this huge penis. And this woman was at the party and thought, how can I eat this cake? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And I'm with her. That's gross. I
Well,
think it's distasteful, and please don't ever make a cake that looks like a penis. Oh my God.
did they like squiggle on some hairs? You know what I mean? Like what? And I don't mean real hair. I mean just a different color frosting. Like how, was it veiny? Because I did think it was funny when you said a penis and then you corrected a large penis. And I was thinking to myself, well, it wouldn't be a very shareable cake if it weren't a large penis. If this were like an anatile, like a 6-inch penis cake, well, how many people are getting a slice of that? You know what I mean? It's got to be a huge penis. I'm not mad that it's a huge penis cake. I think it should be an unreasonably large penis cake. I mean, unless you're saying like if it came with balls and then you saw the distance from tip to balls and it was just wow, just even at scale, this is a very large penis cake. Then I guess I see what you're saying. But yeah,
it's still gross.
It's gross.
It's still gross.
But
Come
what's
on.
the occasion?
It was a birthday party. She had a cake made for her husband, and she made a cake out of a peach.
No. You know what? No, not at a birthday party.
Exactly.
No, at a bachelorette party.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes, those girls have dick penises. I mean, straws. They have like dick straw. You know that the hats are their dicks. The eyeglasses are. It's they go nuts. That's fine. But a birthday party. Come on. I did hear. I mean, I'll cap it with this. Also, awkward. I heard in 2016 when Trump was running for president in 2016. I don't know. Gary's already laughing. He might have heard about this. Somebody, it wasn't Trump himself. Somebody, some big roller, high roller, threw a big party, and they made an ice luge where you could do shots from Trump's penis. And
Oh God. Oh man, we have dropped our okay.
Oh, also
Okay.
inappropriate. Just saying, also inappropriate. You know,
Yeah.
you just want a shot of vodka, let it be what it is.
Thank you.
Unless it was a conservative
You know,
bachelorette party.
we're taping this episode at night, and I'm having nightmares. And when I go to bed in about 20 minutes, that's disgusting. All
It
right.
was a great luge. It was an amazing, probably the best luge. Has it ever felt so cold? Probably the coldest. That was bad. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the last comment. Oh, thank goodness it's a good one. You guys are great. I'm a fan. Thank you. Now that's a
Oh,
closure.
that's
Nice.
nice.
Okay.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, this was good. We had fun. This was a
We
good,
did.
you know, and the usual follow us on Instagram, check us
Always.
out on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. We're on TikTok.
You know,
We need,
and
yeah.
don't be stingy with the comments. You know, Chrissy and I show up, we climb to the top of a mountain, we bring all this equipment, we pedal a bike for electricity. We work to make this happen. It's a lot of work. And then we put up all these posts, and we don't get just give us some comments on Instagram. You know, it would do something for us. It would do something for me. I'd like to see it. I comment. So tell me I'm a jerk. Tell me I'm funny. Whatever you want. Tell me something about Chrissy. Put it in brackets like she's not going to see it. Give us some comments on Instagram. We want some action. Can you give them the phone number, Chrissy?
Yes, it's 818-570-2535. Leave us a vent, write us a vent. Just vent to us. We're here for you.
Tattoo a vent on your ribs. Take a picture and show it to us like it's poetry.
Yeah.
And we may mention it.
Toodles, everybody.
Toodaloo.